Skol Nation, stop scrolling right now. U.S. Bank Stadium just got rocked by a triple storm, and one number is already burning. One win in 5 tries. That's the brutal stat-haunting undrafted rookie quarterbacks making their first road start against winning teams, and Max Brosmer is about to face those odds in Seattle. J.J. McCarthy sits in concussion protocol while veterans whisper about faith, and the Vikings just brought back a quarterback who threw for 4,000 career yards. If you bleed purple harder than you hate the Packers, hit like and subscribe now. We start with the undrafted QB carrying history on his shoulders. Chaos is brewing in Minnesota, and the spotlight just landed on a name most fans didn't know 3 weeks ago. Can an undrafted rookie save a season slipping away? The name? Max Brosmer. And here's why this matters more than you think. Brosmer is about to become the first undrafted quarterback to start for Minnesota since Nick Mullins in Week 18 of 2023 against Detroit. But it goes deeper. He'd also be the first undrafted rookie signal caller to start since Todd Booman in Week 15 of 2001. That's 24 years of history. Booman remains the only undrafted rookie QB in Vikings history to start a game, but that changes this Sunday in Seattle. Now the pressure multiplies. Brosmer isn't just fighting Vikings history, he's fighting NFL history. Since the merger in 1970, undrafted rookie quarterbacks making their first road start against winning teams have a record of 1-4. 1 win, 4 losses. Kyle Allen is the only QB in league history to pull it off, doing it with Carolina in 2018 against New Orleans. Every other undrafted rookie failed. Tommy DeVito tried it last year with the Giants and threw for only 86 yards in a blowout. The average numbers for these 5 attempts? 49.1% completion, 207 yards, 4 touchdowns, 4 picks. That's mediocrity, and Seattle ranks 4th in points allowed per drive. The Seahawks are elite at shutting down offenses, and Brosmer walks into that with 0 NFL starts and a supporting cast that lost 5 of the last 6 games. The offensive line has been inconsistent, the run game disappeared in critical moments, and the receivers are adjusting to another new quarterback. Everything is stacked against him. Do you think Max Brosmer can defy the odds and upset Seattle? Drop your prediction below. And if you believe the Vikings should have kept Sam Darnold instead of gambling on this QB chaos, smash like and let Packers fans know the North is ours. But here's the twist. Nobody saw coming. While Brosmer prepares for the impossible, veterans are whispering about a different quarterback, and what they're saying could unite this team or expose the cracks. That story is next. Private conversations, locker room whispers. 2 of the biggest names just went public with a message that has Skol Nation divided. The player they're defending? J.J. McCarthy. Justin Jefferson, 2-time All-Pro, didn't hold back. Quote, "It's early. He's new to the NFL. He's learning just like everyone else, and he had to overcome an injury the first year. Just a tough transition. But I feel like he's going to bounce back in a different way than everybody thinks." That's faith. That's belief. Running back Aaron Jones told McCarthy directly, "The ones who counted you out, they're going to have to recount." 2 veterans, 2 leaders, publicly backing a quarterback who's 2-4 as a starter and just got pulled for concussion symptoms on the flight home from Green Bay. But here's why they believe. McCarthy captured NFL Offensive Player of the Week in his first start against Chicago, throwing for 143 yards and 2 touchdowns while rushing for another in a 27-24 win. He also beat Detroit on November 2nd, giving fans hope. The flashes are real, the talent is there. But since that win, Minnesota lost 3 straight, McCarthy's numbers cratered, and defenses have punished him every week. He's been inconsistent, banged up, and now in protocol while an undrafted rookie steps in. Are Jefferson and Jones right to keep faith or defending a sinking ship? According to sources, this is a rumor, McCarthy is widely believed to return in Week 14 against Washington. 1 week to heal, reset, and prove the veterans right. Do you believe J.J. McCarthy is the future? Or should the Vikings explore other options? Comment your honest take. And if Jefferson and Jones are the glue holding this locker room together, hit subscribe and let's prove doubters wrong. But while the locker room rallies around McCarthy, the front office made a quiet move that could change everything. A QB with 4,000 career yards just landed on the practice squad, and his presence reveals the depth of Minnesota's crisis. Stay locked. 24 hours ago, the practice squad was quiet. Today, it got a major addition. The move? Signing a quarterback who's seen real NFL action and survived real chaos. The name? Desmond Ritter. And this is more than depth. Ritter, 26, was the 74th pick in 2022 by Atlanta. 2 seasons with the Falcons, traded to Arizona, bounced to the Raiders, signed with Cincinnati before getting cut. He joined the Vikings after week 2, and now he's back. The timing? Critical. With McCarthy in protocol and Brosmer starting, the Vikings needed insurance. Ritter brings 4,002 yards, 16 touchdowns, 14 picks, 63.6% completion. That's experience. He's 8-10 as a starter, but knows NFL pressure. Head coach Kevin O'Connell has history with Ritter. In September, O'Connell said, "We wanted a guy that has played before. Desmond had a great workout. We've known about him going back to evaluating him coming out. He's been on his journey. He'll be that emergency number 3 and do a great job." That logic applies now. Ritter slots in as emergency 3rd QB behind Brosmer and John Wolford. If both go down, he's 2 plays from the field. But here's the elephant in the room. The Vikings are 4-7, 2-4 with McCarthy starting. They let Sam Darnold walk because they didn't want 3 years, $100.5 million, and wanted McCarthy to win the job. That decision is haunting them. Darnold led Minnesota to 14 wins last season, made the Pro Bowl, and now he's 8-3 in Seattle playing elite ball. This Sunday, the Vikings face Darnold, and the contrast is sharp. Minnesota gambled on youth, and it's backfiring. Ritter isn't long-term. He's 8-10 as a starter and bounced around 4 teams in 2 years, but his mobility makes him viable emergency insurance. That alone shows how desperate the QB situation is. Do you think the Vikings made a mistake letting Darnold walk? Drop yes or no. And if Ritter should get a shot if Brosmer struggles, hit like and let the front office know fans are watching. But the chaos doesn't end here. 3 stories, 1 crisis, 1 undrafted rookie stepping into history, 2 veterans holding faith in a struggling QB, and a familiar face returning as insurance. Minnesota is chaos right now. Skol Nation needs to understand, this franchise is at a crossroads. 4-7, facing 8-3. Seattle led by the QB they should have kept, and the season hinges on whether Brosmer can defy odds that crushed 99% before him. If Brosmer upsets Seattle, if McCarthy returns healthy in Week 14, if Ritter stays on the sideline, then maybe the Vikings salvage this season. But if Brosmer crumbles, if McCarthy's concussion lingers, if the defense can't stop Darnold, then everything gets questioned. Letting Darnold walk, drafting McCarthy 10th overall, gambling on youth, all of it crashes. The North right now, Green Bay surging, Detroit rolling, Chicago rebuilding, Minnesota drowning. The Vikings need 4-2 in their final 6 to have any playoff shot, and 3 games are against teams above 500. The math is brutal. The schedule is unforgiving. The margin is gone. Here's what I need. 1. Smash like if you believe the Vikings can turn this around and make the Packers regret their existence. 2. Comment your boldest prediction. Does Brosmer upset Seattle? Does McCarthy lead a playoff push? Or does this end in disaster? 3. Subscribe, because every subscriber makes Packers fans furious. But here's the cliff. According to sources, this is a rumor. The front office is evaluating whether to elevate Ritter to the active roster before Sunday, and that call comes in 24 hours. If Ritter gets elevated, it's a massive vote of no confidence. Plus, whispers say Darnold has been contacting former teammates, and what he's saying could motivate this team or expose dysfunction. The Packers just cleared cap space targeting a free agent the Vikings have been scouting. Which domino falls first? The battle is here. The season is on the line. Skol Nation, if you bleed purple, if you believe in this team, if you're ready to roar louder than US Bank Stadium on a January playoff night, hit subscribe, smash like, and let's prove the North runs through Minnesota. We ride together, we fall together, we rise together. See you in the next war. Skol.